Okay, so we're rolling. What we're going to talk about today is the Kroll energy save controller, and we've got about 20 or 30 of them out in the field, and this movie is just to help people commissioning the controller with the burner gun. I'll just do a very quick overview of the major bits and pieces on the controller. This is the LAE controller, which we'll get back to. By the way, power's off. Below that is the energy save button, and this is a switch that permits you to switch from energy save, which we recommend, or just to normal mode. This guy here is a 100 degrees centigrade safety thermostat, and if there's some sort of error, this thing will kick in and shut the burner down, and for safety reasons. Okay, just sitting behind this just sitting behind that inside the back of the controller, you can see there's three modules. The one on the left is quite green and bright. That's a delay timer or a delay relay. In the field, we set these to 3 minutes delay, and we'll talk more about that later. And sitting next to that is two little Omron relays, and the one immediately to the right of the green delay timer will come on, and that instructs the burner gun to start up in energy save mode. The one furthest to the right is a pump relay, and when the controller wants the pump to come on, that's when that relay will come on. Okay, so that's it. So let's get going. What we're going to do now is we've got a burner gun here that we warmed it up about 5 or 10 minutes ago for a reasonable period, so everything didn't take too long. So let's just connect, let's just pretend we're first time connection to the burner gun. So we'll make some assumptions, and the assumptions are that you've checked that you've got oil in your degassing line, therefore oil inside your burner. You've fitted the burner gun off to the boiler or the air furnace, and obviously you've connected your 7-pin plug to your 7-pin socket. We'll also get you to turn that switch on the side there to the on position. If that's in the off position, then nothing's going to happen, it'll just sit there forever. So it's got to be on, or the controller can't turn it off and on. Okay. So what we're going to do now is turn the power switch on the side on. And right now, this LAE thermostat, that little red light there, out one, indicates that the thermostat is calling for heat. Now, just to digress for a second, the first set point on this boiler is set to 85, and the second set point, which is the point at which the pump relay comes on, is currently set to 40. Now, these are fully programmable, and you can set them to whatever you like. That's just what we've set it to. Okay, if you don't touch the buttons for a while, it just goes back to normal operation. So what's going to happen here, everyone, is assuming that our room thermostat or our house thermostat, which in this case we're using this little guy here to call for heat, we'll make sure that he calls for heat. Okay, so this thermostat is telling the controller here that we want some hot water. We want to start up. Okay, so over to the left here, when the burner gun gets up to temperature, the green delay timer here a blinking light will come on, and we'll see that soon. Okay, just jump back, Pete. The other thing you can do while you're commissioning this setup is pop your hand down here, and when this controller is calling for heat, 240 volts goes to the preheat tank. So this guy down here, you'll start to feel it getting warm and warm and warm. And what happens is, once this gets up to the temperature set by the heat rod and the thermostat inside here, which we've talked about in other videos. The controller will then wait for a period that's programmable. Again, in the field we set that on the green delay time at 3 minutes. This one here, we've just got it set to about 3 seconds so that the video doesn't last too long. Okay, just as a reminder also, while we're waiting for our burner gun to warm up, what we'll do is we'll just remind you of always check you've got oil in your degassing line. To really check that, you need a torch, so I'll go grab one. Okay, Pete, if you just quickly look up there, and we kind of missed it a little bit, but the green delay timer is clicked in, and the relay to its immediate right has come on. You can now hear the gun turning over, and you should get a successful ignition. So just go and take a tighter smell of that. Okay, so we'll just go back through that again just one more time. I'll force the gun to stop by turning the toggle switch off. I'm going to power cycle this. And we'll just do it all again. Turn the side toggle switch on. We were talking about checking if we've got oil in our degassing pipe, and this degassing pipe's pretty old, and it looks like we're absolutely full of oil because we can't see any light coming through that guy. So we know we've got oil in there, and by the way, it's also warm, so I can tell that. So let's start again, Pete. We'll turn this back on. Okay, our room thermostat's calling for heat. See the blinking light? Did you get that? Okay, so now again, everyone, in the field, that's going to take about 3 minutes before it lets the gun start up. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We've had 2 ignitions in a row there. Let's just talk a little bit more about the program on the timer, and we'll be finished. So clearly, if the room thermostat is satisfied for heat and we turn that down, the gun will turn off. Okay, as demonstrated. So again, we'll get the room thermostat to call for heat again, so we'll set him up to about 22. Calls for heat, the cycle starts again, the gun starts up again. Okay, so just get you to take another quick shot up here. This LAE thermostat, it's got about 100 parameters that can be programmed, but the 2 most important ones are the first set point and the second set point. So what I'm going to do just for a demonstration is we'll turn that down to 40 degrees, and we know that our water is already a bit warmer than that. So the water is currently at 42. I set the set point to 40, the burner gun turns off. So now I'll set the burner gun to, say, back to 80. And as soon as I hit this, the gun will want to start up again. The cycle will recommence. The oil has to get up to temperature. The oil has to get up to temperature, and then the burner gun will start up. So just keep a shot on that, Pete. Okay, so this will start up again in a minute, which I think we've demonstrated earlier. So we'll just get you to take a shot back of that in a second, Pete, when it's up to temperature. Just get you to come back over here and we'll talk about, we know that our water set point that this thermostat is monitoring is, the water is currently at 42. Just want to demonstrate the pump side of things. So the second set point, if I bring that down to say 30, and Pete gets a shot of that relay on the far right, we'll see that that will immediately come on. So you can use that thermostat, that relay plumbers, to get the pumps to come on at whatever temperature you'd like. Okay, so we'll just wait for this gun to come on one final time. And if you hold that, Pete, I might... Okay, so there's our oil again, everyone. It's come up to temperature, the cycle starts again, and the gun will start up. Okay, so thanks very much. Contact Kroll if you have any questions.